Security Council Ambassadors Briefing. European Secretary General Miroslav Jenča. As in the previous year, 2023, the people of Ukraine was destructive, he said. The UN Human Rights Office confirmed that Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine has been killed, and 18,679 has been killed since it began on February 2022. However, the real figures may be much higher. More than 10 million homes, including more than 6.3 million who took refuge outside of the Ukraine, had to flee from their homes. Weapons silence, all attacks on civilians and civil infrastructure should stop immediately. They are banned within the scope of international humanitarian law and not only unacceptable. Senior UN political and peace construction official also warned that the permanent wage of the destructive war is beyond measurement. Even though we try to count number of killed, wounded and displaced, the full permanent wages of this destructive war on civilian population are beyond measures, he said. The full permanent wages of this destructive war against the civilian population are measured. Miroslav Jenča, in addition to missing lives, disintegration, families and physical injuries that change life, the impact of the war on millions Ukraine on mental health will be felt for decades. Mr. Jenča also emphasized the impact on children who are exposed to the biggest trauma in any conflict: women and girls with high risk of sexual violence. Nuclear power plants at risk. Mr. Jenča drew attention to the ongoing risk for Ukraine's nuclear power plants and said they would be vulnerable as long as the war continued. All nuclear areas should be able to work safely and potentially protected to avoid catastrophic results. Zer Winter ice cream threatens to survive. In addition, Ramesh Rajasingham, Coordination Director of the UN Human Affairs Office, which was briefed to the 15-member Security Council, said that millions of civilians, including women and children in Ukraine, are looking at another violence. Many people were left without accessing heat, electricity and water in the east and south, he said. Among freezing temperatures, this damage threatens survival of most vulnerable ones, elderly and disabled ones, he added. Human efforts, information efforts of ambassadors, humanitarians to provide aid throughout country. Mr. Rajasingham said that 100th inter-institution convoy for 2023 last week, reaching Chasiv Yar in Donetsk Oblast throughout the year. These convoys provided critical assistance to about 400,000 people in the challenging façade communities from Donetsk, Zaporizhzhia, Dnipro, Kherson and Sumy from Kharkiv, he said. He also says that the 3.9 billion Ukrainian human intervention plan is funded by 1.6 billion. Find peace. Mr. Rajasingham, who concluded briefing, said that Ukraine is under attack and conflict, while conditions that cause destruction and fluctuation effects in world will continue. When we come to the end of 2023, we must double